And now we're live. Welcome to the unofficial Cabal's Way of the Wicked campaign. I'm your DM slash host, Verdant Agent. We are joined today by Grave playing,
Hello,
what's it? Crom.
hello, everybody.
Corinne playing Abner Thistlewick, who doesn't want to say hi. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Hello.
Tim playing Ragnar Korgason.
I'm a communist.
You don't want to admit that, Tim. Sorry.
Only in the RP. Only in the RP.
Yes,
In
you might want to
Pathfinder.
clarify that.
Oh yeah, I'm a commie in Pathfinder.
In Minecraft.
Exactly.
No, not that way. Uh, and then Wes Willivin. I'm not going to pronounce that name correct ever in my life. Playing Cranston the Bastard. What's up, Wes?
Y11 and hello.
Why even? Got it.
Yes, why even live? You know, that was actually the first time my name was ever said on a stream was out of extreme exasperation, and that the individual then said that. So it's funny you mentioned that.
A nice anecdote to start our game. All right.
Yeah.
Just
We are
starting
joined
on
by
all the wholesome.
we are joined by a nice audience of 5 in the Discord here. Achilles, Bright, Clever Duck, Dr. Mambo, and Vorst. Uh, I'd say hi, but well, I don't have a Discord embed on stream, so you
You
guys can
can't. You're not
say hi in
special
post.
enough.
Hello, post.
Last
Ugh.
time,
Oh,
let's see what happened last time. Yes, you guys have gotten into the prison finally after breaking into the guardhouse from the session before last. You got onto the wall. You got into the individual turrets, looted some arrows probably, killed off a guard patrol, threw him over the wall, and said, "Oh, there's the warden's tower. Let's go in and ransack the place." And surprise, surprise, Blackerly and a couple of goons showed up. Uh, one of them was beheaded over yonder, and Blackerly tried to escape with his life, but he's been captured, and his other guard is running off to get help. Uh, what else am I missing? Oh, yes, the warden's knocked out, and he is unsupervised at the moment.
he's stable,
Yes, he
but
is stable.
he's stabilized with only temporary hits.
All right,
All
so
right.
from last time, Blackerly was begging for his life. You got him in your hands. Nothing else to cover, is there? It's just a lot of combat.
Yep, pretty much.
Let's
was fun.
see. All right, going back to notes here. So yeah, we got the warden, Black Earlies, and we got Tim. So there's a substantial number of the guards that are just missing. I think is always a good thing.
Yeah, that's really nice. Also, I'm carrying the tapestry with me still.
Still, okay.
Of course.
We're in like a cape now, are we? A 50
Something
pound cape.
toward that effect.
And Croms spams the chat. Thank you
What
very
the
much.
fuck?
Well, it segmented it out and it didn't show right. I'll throw that in Discord so you can, it's supposed to look.
Well, thank you, I
It was
guess.
supposed to say cock, isn't it? That's what you were
No.
trying to do.
No. I also have other ones that say cock and cock.
Why?
Oh, now I see what it is. Yes. God Emperor protects.
How do you see what that is?
Check Virgin RP in Discord where it didn't
Oh no,
reform.
it was somewhat segmented still when it was.
Oh, okay. All right, I see what it is now. All right.
Yeah.
I'd show it on screen, but it has nothing to do with the RP, so fuck that.
Yeah.
I cannot be bothered.
I would
You
rather.
know that could be the face of the god that they worship, and we could just be Antifa.
No, Mitra doesn't have eyes.
You know, now that you mention it,
And I don't want Town Guard to be that kind, the actual good guys, so.
I thought this was not a politics stream, but okay.
Well, it's
Yes, okay, alright, moving on,
all
swiftly.
right.
Alright, so what are you guys gonna do? You
Yes.
got, Blackerly under your grappled control. I don't think you tied him up with a rope or anything yet, did you?
He's knocked the fuck out.
The warden was
wait,
tied
no.
up, though.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry.
Yeah, the warden was tied to the bed. Blackerly was grappled by people, and that he was begging for his life. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So
wasn't so
Blackerly
hard.
is restrained. Warden is actually tied up. So
And for those of you who forgot who Blackerly was, he is the sergeant at arms for, uh, well, yeah, the sergeant at arms for the prison. And one would suspect because the warden has been mostly an absentee, Blackerly was in charge of all the guards and pretty much everything else that has to do with the prison.
my question for an observation: is there anything that we can bar the tower with? Like is there? Yeah, a wooden bar or lock or something that we can secure the door with.
I got a 50-pound tapestry you can stuff underneath the door.
No.
You got a bunch of bookshelves on the second floor you can try to bar the door with. But you could always make a run for the keep itself.
Yes, that is a thing.
he never did look in his secret room, by the way.
Oh no, I'm in the study.
Yes, but you guys haven't so far had the time to look at anything yet.
Yeah, we haven't had the time to
I-
search it, and we
May I
do have
suggest
one guard
that
that yeah.
me and West resolve what we're supposed to do with the guard captain first?
Yep.
Yes.
You and Wes, RP time. Okay, you can start anytime
Cranston.
now.
Wes, are you there? Oh, Wesley. All right, I guess we're doing you guys' stuff first.
He's just silently keeping him, grappled with the whip and staring at him intensely with a look that says his sexuality is yes.
It's not just the look that is showing that. All right, so can I do a quick glance around the study up here with Abner?
Yes, you
Not
may.
a full investigation.
All right, the warden's on. Yeah, you definitely see a lot of things. This is the warden's office. Tastefully adorned in hardwood. The office is dominated by a massive oak desk. Inside the warden's desk is a inside the desk is a neatly folded map of the surrounding area. On the map, it shows the Old Moor Road, which would have been helpful if your group was very poor in their attempts to roll survival checks. There's a singularly locked drawer on the desk. It's an average lock. It would take a DC 25 disabled device to open it up.
Well, I have no idea how to disable device.
Well, Corinne didn't succeed on her disable device.
So the question is, Corinne, can you
Yeah.
just knock the lock off the door or off the drawer?
Well, I was gonna say if I could even take 10 or something, since we're not in combat.
Yes, you can take 10. Let me see. Just checking to see if there was some kind of thing that happened when you fucked up with the disable device. But no, you can try again, and you can take a 10. What would that give you for your disabled device?
If I took 10,
Seems like your roll
that would
result
give me
was...
a 14. Yeah, the roll.
Yeah, you need a 25 to open the lock.
No. Oh,
Um,
okay. Yeah.
what is your disable device skill? I don't remember it, because I feel like it should be higher than 4. You didn't have this as a... No, it should be as a class skill. 2 ability, 2 ranks. You should have 3 extra bonus for it being class.
It's
Because my armor
so
disabling it, that's how it's reading it, which it shouldn't, but
What was your armor bonus?
armor bonus AC 4, armor check minus 2, dex
Oh,
4.
I know why. You're at a medium load. Uh,
so
so
wait.
might want to drop some things to get your load to light load. Let me just do this for now.
Yeah,
Oops, that
that's
doesn't work. All right, then this. All right, now try rolling.
Take off some clothes, I guess.
Take off the chain shirt for right now. You can pop it on again when you need it for combat. No, that's okay. Yeah, there we go. Really missed
Well, as
10.
you
all
noticed,
right. All right. So that's picking the lock really isn't working.
Well, the second one for
What's
whatever reason didn't have the class bonus. This is so fucking weird. I hate this system.
uh, uh, hold on. We'll make this easy. So let's get because they already know we're here.
All right. You should have like a 2 bonus for having this. You have class skill. I might have to put in the points manually. All right. You didn't have the skill focus for this, did you?
I don't think so. Let me try this. Let me just de-equip my shirt and see if that changed
Oh, yeah.
anything.
Nah, that might.
Yep, that's what it was. Just having it equipped.
Okay. So, yep, there we go.
Now we're up to where it should be, which is like plus 12 or plus 9 or something.
Yeah, plus 9, because you have the plus 2 bonus from the picks.
Yep, 2 ranks and yeah, plus 2, and then the take 10, which is another 10.
All right. So what are we at?
Still don't get it. Roll 2.
All right. Wait. So you rolled a
Oh,
19.
don't add 10 when you're taking 10. That would just be 19 in general.
Uh, well, okay. Okay.
All right, this is going to be an
Yeah.
effort taking a few rounds. So let me switch to see if Wes is ready yet. Wes, you there?
Yep.
Okay. Now, do you want to see what you're doing with
Hmm.
Blackerly, since Abner is not doing so hot with the locks?
Yeah. I suppose.
The Lord
Ragnar
rewards those who have patience.
Indeed.
Yeah, Ragnar will look at Cranston and be like, "Why do we need him alive?"
Do me a favor and just keep an eye out on the door for me, all right? Me and Mr. Blackley are going to have a little bit of a conversation.
Mumbles, and I'll just look at the door, look through the door, see if anybody's coming.
I'm on a. Is Blackley able to walk?
Yes, but since you're still grappling him, I assume he can move with you.
Well, I'm gonna remain grappling him, and I'm gonna like very gently move him off to the side over here, basically over to here. And you let me know what I need to roll for this, but I'm gonna be like, look, Mister Blackley. Now I think we can both admit that maybe we're all not the best people in the world, but I think considering the circumstances, a temporary truce can, at least between the two of us, can be understood. Now, if you're willing, I will make sure that no more pain and suffering comes to you, and to any of your men who surrender. If you let us know how many are left in the how many men do you have garrisoned here, and how many opposing forces are planning on coming in the next 3 days.
Crap, you're making me count again, aren't you?
Sorry.
Do you want my notes on how many people are still here?
That might not be correct, so I'm getting it firsthand from the person in charge.
No, I was asking the DM.
Oh,
He knows what the difference.
because at first he said 7, so there's that.
Yeah, there's from my notes. There's 7 left. We've taken out 11,
We're pretty good at this.
and that's including the three guard dogs.
We have many guards, and we have several that are out on patrol looking for you. Since it's nightfall, they should be returning any second now.
Numbers, Blackley. I need numbers.
Uh, there are 2 at the guardhouse, 4 on patrol, 2 at the gatehouse, 3 were off duty, 2 were watching the ogre.
My eyebrow raises at a mention of an ogre. Ogre, you say? Tell me a bit about that. If you need me to roll for any of this, just let me know.
You can. I'll tell you when to roll. Let's see. He was an ogre that we caught hunting men on the local moor. He was stealing, and we some folks captured him, and we've locked him up. We've been feeding him poison to keep him weak, and some of the men have
How
been having fun beating him.
how have you been administering the poison?
Feeding it to him.
What have you been feeding him?
Oh.
Just say poison.
Nice
An
flat
herb that
catch.
we're growing in the
Thank you.
garden. I think they say it's wolfsbane or no, uh, Bella something.
Interesting. And what does this ogre's diet primarily consist of that you've been feeding it prison rations wise?
Same stuff we feed you lot. Gruel.
Oh, that couldn't have been too appetizing for him. All right, Blackley. Now, can you give me an idea of how what the number of forces that are coming here in the next 3 days? And GM, if you don't have that information, I completely understand. If you just tell me, he tells me, and you can tell me later. You can go ahead and do that if you want.
Oh, let me check. Um, Sorry, talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
Alright,
Grave, did you get down the numbers that Blackley gave me? Because I wasn't able to write it down at the time.
oh, that he was just saying?
Yeah.
No. All I have left is there's 2 guards from the gatehouse, 2 left roving on patrol, 1 off duty, and 2 guarding.
All right, no problem.
All right,
Um,
I got it. A battalion is being sent. Some of the elite guard are coming here to oversee the execution of all prisoners.
Elite God, you say?
Yes, soldiers from. Crap, let me remember this stupid nobility here. House Kaladin soldiers.
Very interesting. By the way, Vert, can you go over the troop compliments that Blackley gave us?
Did you write it down?
Huh?
I was looking at something else. I guess it was they were expecting me to.
What do you mean
I
by
got
the compliment?
basically what
the
Blackley
people.
told us a minute ago.
Yeah, the people are here,
Yeah.
or the people
Yeah.
are coming.
No, the people that
that
are
are
here.
Okay. The he lists out the patrol you killed, the guards at the gatehouse you killed, the 4 patrollers that were taken care of, 3 people off duty, and the 2 people guarding the ogre. So that should be 5.
Okay, so
And he's not counting himself or the 2 people that he obviously knows about.
okay,
One
so
being
he
dead, the
gives.
other run off.
Yeah, he gave us
Now,
5. I still have 2 from. Oh no, those that would have been one of those would have been taken. But I have 7. He gave us 5. Um, he could be lying.
how many
So
patrols are out and about?
2 patrols.
now the patrols you're referring to, the ones that went out searching for us, not the roving guards.
I rolled a
And
sense motive on
he
that.
could have been lying, and you wouldn't have known it.
Yeah, since motive of 11, you don't know. Okay, so he told us 5. I have 11.
sensing motive on
Paladin.
the most recent. For the most part, you believe he's telling the truth.
Uh, now, Blackley, I know for a fact there are at least 2 civilians around here. Are there any more?
The other two should have gone home.
True. You're saying there are only 2 civilians around here.
Yes.
I look at him very seriously, with genuine intent, and I go, I don't want to see innocent people killed, Blackerly. Tell me where they are, and I'll do my best to make sure they're not harmed. If you let me know where they are.
The kitchens.
Where's the kitchens?
In the
I don't
keep.
know this. I dropped my hand a little bit, and I'm like, Blackerly, I'm really trying here. I know you don't want to help me, and I completely understand that. But you need to look at this logically, all right? You've lost. We bested you. Be cooperative, and you won't be harmed. Do you understand that? I will do my best to make sure that you and anyone else who doesn't give us resistance aren't harmed. Now, if you cooperate, you can ensure that there are others who don't die. Do you understand that? Loss of life will be minimized.
Out of
You want me to
character.
roll?
With his arms tied. How is he supposed to tell you where the kitchens are?
He could
Because
say,
you don't have a map.
make a right, and there's a window, the fourth
So
window
alright, so you're
left
asking
and right,
No.
that
for
type of thing.
directions to the kitchen.
Yes.
I mean, could you say
Or
first floor,
from the
second
main
floor?
entrance, it's the biggest door to the left or something like that.
Alright, got it.
Basically, he tells me, like, in game, since we're using a map in game, you could just say, when we get to the area, there is the kitchen, and if he's lying, then he's lying. That type of thing.
He gives you directions, and that would lead you this
Hmm.
way, if you can see the pinging on the map.
Yes.
I
Oh,
didn't
it's where
see it. Did
the
y'all see that?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing
here.
it for him.
Me too.
Okay,
It's
okay.
where yeah, that's where the you said that the back door was also
Yeah, the back entrance.
back
All
entrance.
right.
Back ingress.
Now, Blackerly, is there any way into this place that isn't the main gate?
Into the prison or the keep?
The keep.
There's a servant's entrance on the eastern side of the keep.
So I take it if it's a service entrance, that means that's where the civilians are.
Yes. He is reluctant to share this information, but you have him at somewhat knife point.
Well,
Well, you have a
I
whip
mean,
around him. You don't actually have a knife drawn.
no, but with his sexuality being yes, he's got him at point of some sort.
Oh my god.
There's a time and place for that.
Such
Um,
Damn it, Wesley.
poignant jokes.
So, I'm trying to think of how best to do this.
While you're
Is
thinking,
he?
while you're thinking, Abner, you want to,
Yeah.
or Corinne, you want to roll another disable device, or do another action while you're up there?
Rolling.
Well, Abner's working on that.
Oh,
Can I just
you
take?
got the drawer open,
Nice.
and inside that drawer is
Nothing.
if only. All right. Inside that drawer is a beautiful book made of fine cerulean leather embossed with a gold leaf. Its edges are reinforced with brass fittings and strange arcane symbols adorning its cover. It bears the draconic rune of R in the center of its front cover. It is most
Is,
likely Richter's wizardly spellbook.
is there a
Alright.
knowledge for this I should roll? Knowledge Arcana or something?
If you leaf through the pages and you make a successful knowledge arcana, I can tell you the value of the spells inside. Yes, that's good enough. Yeah, it's about to any collectors, any libraries that deal in arcane knowledge. You probably can't read all the spells that well, but you can get the general gist that these are well, it's about 350 gold worth of value in a spell book.
Is there any way I would know, given that, the warden is a sanctioned wizardy person, if all of the spells in there are sanctioned wizardy spells?
Uh, None of them are infernal in nature, if that is what you're getting at.
They're all allowed by, Mitrian law because they like to regulate their spellcasters. That's what I'm fishing at. Is he hiding any secret spells that he's not supposed to know in there?
Nothing of the necromancy school and the conjurations are not summonings. So there's nothing to summon demons, there's nothing that is evil lined, and there's nothing that's strictly necromancy. But there is enchantment, enhancements, a creation spell. There's a lot in there, but
Is there any
none of them are unsanctioned to your knowledge.
is there anything else in here I could perceive or look around to try to determine anything about the man himself? His
You could
disposition, beliefs, things like that. Personal knowledge.
not within the spell book, but within let's see, the way that the script of the spell book is written, you can tell he takes took great care in his learning, which is probably proper for a man of his advanced age. Because when you saw
Anything
him,
else in the room?
he is a elderly man.
Anything else in the room in particular?
Besides the map, the spell book, you can find his wardrobe with 5 noble outfits, mostly noble finery, elegant silk robes, and that is about it within the office. Well, sorry, I was reading the wardrobe wrong. The wardrobe should be in the private chambers. Yeah, there is nothing else of value in the office. There are papers here, but he doesn't really seem to keep a personal log of what he has been doing as a warden. So, for what you know, he has been neglecting his wardenly duties.
What are the papers? Just random crap.
Scribbles, well, to the layman's eyes, scribbles, but with using your arcane knowledge, it seems to be like attempts to draw up new spells, research. Uh, uh, yeah, there was a letter home, but it seems to be crumpled up beyond legibility. But you can
Can I
tell by
take
like a broken seal, it was addressed to his family, the Richter house.
can I take that letter and see if I can't restore it?
Sure, if you want. Okay, back to Cranston and Blackerly. Wes, are you there?
All right. And by the way, you said there were 2 patrols out, right?
Yes, the 2 patrols you took out. Yes.
Oh, that's right. Took out 2 patrols. My mistake.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
The NPCs operate on the knowledge of what they know, not what I, the GM, knows.
Yeah. Well, I was just trying to piece everything together because it has been like 3 weeks.
Yeah, and it's only been about 30 minutes for this guy. So.
Well, yeah, that's how D&D works. All right. What I completely like. I go. All right, Blackley. You're going to come with me, and you are going to convince everyone we come across to disarm and surrender to us. Do you understand?
Now, why would I do that?
Because you don't want your men to die. You just saw 3 of your men die to our hands. Your patrols are dead. Your guards are dead. Everyone that we've come across up to this point are dead. Do you really want the rest of your men to die?
Sense motive to see if he really wants his men to die.
I would argue it would be a diplomacy roll, but okay.
Natural 20, and all you get is complete apathy from him. Don't care.
God.
You can't really tell. He's like, yeah, sure, yeah, I don't want my men to die. Yeah.
I pull out my dagger and I put it to his neck and I go, let me put this another way. You're coming with us, and if you don't do what I say, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna cut your Achilles tendons, drag you with us, and feed you to the ogre. Do you understand me?
Loud and clear.
Are you
can
sure?
hear,
Very
you can-
clear. Sir, Cranston.
LaRook.
Sir
Cranston
LaRoque.
LaRook. Now, take your goddamn clothes off.
What?
You can just hear Ragnar laughing from over yonder.
What's
Well,
it called in the?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, how tough are the walls here? Are they like would it be like 20 points, 30 points damage for the whole?
30 points to destroy. The stone walls are at least 2 foot thick in the tower.
Okay.
And to my knowledge, Wisp had like a tiny hole because he did like what, 8 points of damage last.
I don't remember how much was done, but I was just looking for a small hole, and it's 1d4 plus caster level negating DC, so it's just straight damage stuff.
Yeah, I think you were hitting that wall for 2 rounds, so it's 8 damage. All right.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if there was, by now if he got a hole, because then I want to, try and free you.
Blackerly answers, stammering, "Well, you see, I would, but I'm a little tied up here."
Crom, come here for a minute.
Oh, hold on,
Or not Crom, not Crom,
Hmm.
Ragnar. Sorry.
I was gonna roll perception to see if I heard you.
All right. I'm over. I'm here.
Ragnar, can you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Blackley here has decided to make our the rest of our trip much, much easier. There apparently is perhaps our first convert to the cause upstairs, and if we can get him on our side, I think at least temporarily it would make our trip quite a bit easier.
Anything for the cause.
Of course. Now, Blackley here isn't exactly a willing subject, so I'm going to untie him. He's going to take off all of his armor and his shoes and his gloves and everything else. And I need you to help me watch him while he does it.
Yeah. All right.
Take it off all nice and slow like.
Now, Blackley, do it docimo. Do it very slowly.
All right, so you unwrap your whip from the guy. Of course, Ragnar's not going to let him escape because Ragnar's the big lunk with the sword.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have I have my dagger drawn, but not like.
All right,
It,
Blackerly is very hesitant and questioning of what seems to be a homosexual man before him,
I'm just
and the
Ragnar
communist behind him.
Ragnar is gonna be like, hurry up.
All right, so he
Most bards use seduction. This one uses force.
uses intimidate.
we are evil after all.
All right, so
True.
he strips down to his portly skivvies.
Yeah,
Have
basically, I want him to take off his armor, his tabard, his boots, and his gloves, and anything that he may have on him. And then I'm just going to pat him down real fast, make sure he doesn't have anything under his skivvies, and then
you're gonna
throw.
grab a field?
What?
You're gonna grab a field? I guess cup a field.
I mean,
Make sure he doesn't have anything.
I'm putting up a show for him, but he is a ghastly, ugly man. No, I will not be doing that.
I didn't say he's
Slip
ugly.
a
I said he was
finger in.
portly.
He's not the best looking man. I've seen his picture. But that being said,
Look, I've seen more Antifa people than and Thomas can at least get married.
but yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna do. Do you want me to roll something for the pat down?
Let's see.
Seduction.
He's not really wearing anything. He didn't have anything special. He had on his person a potion of cure light wounds, chainmail, a masterwork longsword, the sergeant's uniform, which is just a little bit better looking than the soldier's uniform, a pouch with 30 gold, and a keyring.
30 gold, you said?
30 gold, yes.
And you said a masterwork longsword?
Yes, sir.
Ragnar, do you want the longsword, or do you like what you're using?
I think I have a longsword already.
Masterwork will give you
it's a
+1 to
masterwork.
attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
I go. What?
I'm trying to think of some sort of socialist way of putting it, but
I pick up the longsword and I look at it and I go, "Hey Ragnar, consider this socialism in action," and I throw it at him.
Yeah, you're just redistributing according to your needs, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Redistributing the means of breaking free and stuff. Yes.
And what type of armor do you have on?
Me, I got
a chain shirt.
Chain shirt and a heavy steel shield.
Would his chainmail be better than the chain shirt?
It's medium armor, while the chain shirt is light armor. He may appreciate the 10 more per round movement than I think the +1 AC of a chainmail might provide. Let me double check.
Well, I mean,
it's +1.
Ragnar, it's yours if you want it.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, I mean, you're already at a medium load because you're holding that damn tapestry.
No, I'm actually not at any load at all.
Yeah, unlike you people, he actually has a strength score.
Yeah. I'm
All right,
still alive, though.
that's chainmail. It'd be a 2 more AC than a chain shirt. So you taking that?
Oh, 2 more AC? Oh, absolutely.
All right, and you're back to being 20-foot movement again.
That is A-okay in my book.
And I'm guessing someone's taking that pouch with gold and the keyring.
Yeah, I took the gold, put it with the rest of the of the currency that we have. I took the potion of cure light wounds. I put it with the others, and I will go ahead and grab the key ring.
Radio.
All right,
I'm gonna
so
put it in my inventory as Branderscar prison key ring.
Great.
all right, and from looking out the window at the top of the tower, have I seen, with the limited field of view that I have, any other guards or anything up along the wall or
Perception
through the corridor?
26. You haven't seen any guard approach yet.
Oh, real quick, the tabard.
Yes.
Does it? Would it weigh? Would it weigh one down at all? Would it? It does. It's just clothes. It's just clothing, right?
Yeah, it's just cloth.
All right, I put it on.
All right, you got a sergeant's tabard.
Yeah.
You could probably just call your soldier's uniform a sergeant's uniform now. So.
All right.
Uh,
And these are specific for the prison, right? Or is it just standard military uniforms?
I think the symbol on the uniform is of town guard origin.
I look at it and I ask Blackley, what does this symbol mean? And I point to the symbol on the tabard.
Oh, you're gonna do this to me, huh?
Sorry. If you want, like, make a note
It is
and just
the symbol's in here. I just cannot find it quickly. So.
well, no, like, is it to the
Yeah.
town that's local?
I think it's for the local. I know where the symbol is now. Uh, up in the far northwest, that
Oh, shit.
symbol, the compass
Excuse me?
rose, is what that symbol is on the tabard. So it would be
What?
it would be the regional coat of arms.
Okay, so if it's regional, it's not specific.
Yeah, it's not for noble house and it's not for general army. It's specifically for the region of Branderscar and the nearby township.
As we're doing this, as we're basically shaking the man down,
Were you
I
hitting him there, Tim?
Yes.
Okay.
don't
Just,
no don't
No,
no I
oh, no,
wouldn't.
no.
Yeah,
Not the roll, not the roll. But
Okay.
I would happily give him a tap or two. Just
yeah.
That
Just
was
encouragements, just to hurry
exactly.
up a little bit.
Yes.
That wasn't to hit him.
No. That was actually just a misclick. So
As long
sorry
as you
about
weren't
that.
making an attack.
No.
So I asked Blackley, I'm like, so you're from a town to the northwest, huh? Like small talk type of thing. Just while we're shaking him down, I'm just kind of like leaning against the wall,
While
going,
he's clutching his body to ward off the cold from the
so
partially open door.
where you from? How the
You
wife
come
and
here often?
kids?
All right, well, this is going on, and I don't want to be uncomfortable anymore. Corinne, you're looking around upstairs still, right?
Wes, stop making our DM uncomfortable. We need him.
Is the warden look like he's gonna wake up anytime soon?
No, that'd be negatory.
All right, I'm gonna poke around his room and look for more information.
Let's see. When was the last time you guys did damage to him? No, you gave him a heal, didn't you? I think you did, at least.
Yeah, we did. We
Right,
stabilized him. I know
because he
that.
was. I think you gave him like a cure light wounds or the equivalent
Yeah.
because he was bleeding. Yeah, that was it. All right, so all right, repeat what you're doing, Corinne.
I'm just poking around his room looking for things that might give me information about him, his personal life, what he does, if he's a heretic, things like that.
I gave you the description of his wardrobe. Lots of noble clothes, but
No
considering
blue
he was
dresses with stains on them.
no bloody stains so far. Right. Uh, there's a fine four-poster bed, a full-length mirror, which of course is costly, but it's not easy to move around. Oaken wardrobe filled with noble garbs. Uh, the furniture is high quality, but was likely well, not assembled. It's not IKEA made. There's no easy way to get
Yeah.
it out of this room. Um, just because I know Tim would be interested.
Well, it's not because it's IKEA.
No crusty socks, no slightly ajar floorboard, nothing.
Pushed in one corner of the room is a sturdy oak chest. Inside there is a small alchemist lab. Well, it's small, but it's like a 40-pound package. Worth quite a lot of money. It's stuffed with chemicals and reagents. It seemed like he wanted to try learning alchemy at some point in time.
Are they legal chemicals and reagents? I
Uh,
take a deep breath and sniff, and then tell him to get out of the car.
Yeah. Oh.
well,
Can we just
you're probably
can we
not.
just
Sorry.
so I mean it's just so has Corinne become the DEA? Or is
Well,
it the drug
downstairs we
police
have
basically?
was it not the ATF? Airport security. What was that?
Oh yeah.
PSA.
Yeah, the TSA. Yeah. So it's
True.
only natural. Uh, probably some of these reagents wouldn't be sanctified by the church because they could possibly be used to make poisons, and they don't like poisons very much, and the clergy.
So nothing overly damning.
No, and yes, there's no orphan blood or something. Uh,
Roughed blood.
What a disappointing haul.
Uh,
uh, yeah, he's not the one that has a ton of cash on him. Yeah, most of his wealth has been into academic means, like the library down below with the smut and filth, while also having some books of actual value. His own wizardly spell book, his alchemy lab that hasn't really seen much use as of yet. And if things go wrong for him, you probably won't have a use for them. And do you want to try rousing him awake, or will the interrogation be for another time?
Well, I guess since Wes has already gone full degenerate, I may as well just search him too. To see if he's got any, cursed markings, strange tattoos.
You
you're
said
gonna
that
undress
alchemy
him?
set was 40 pounds, right?
Yeah, it's a 40-pound alchemy set.
All right. Is that in a way to where
It
can be
could be
packaged
stowed.
up and carried?
It could be stowed in a backpack, but it would probably take up a whole ton of backpack space.
I know, but it's an alchemy set, and I mean I'm a high caster.
Well, when,
Just tell Ragnar to wrap it in the tapestry and drag it behind him.
well, meta game wise, we can do once we clear this castle, we can do a thorough search. I'm sure that there's plenty of gear or in the keep and whatnot. So
there is, but it's just like I currently with the level of equipment I have, I can manage to hold on to that. I'm not going to pick up another damn thing, not even a book, but.
well, remember, if you do that, your hands will be filled.
Well, that's why I said, can it be like packaged like he said backpack? So that's what I'm looking for. It's like, if it was brought over in a backpack type case, he just has it disassembled or opened up in the chest.
But there is no backpack candy in this room. Probably somewhere else in the.
All right, so I will make a note of go back.
Yes, if I can't search him or if I don't find anything of note, then I guess I'll just go ahead and try to wake him up.
Searching on him would be a 6th noble garment. Noble clothes are worth a lot because there's many accessories, not to mention the fine material the cloth is made of. So he has some signet rings. He has a amulet of non-magical origin. Accessories studded with gemstones. That sort of thing. What he has on him.
On the off chance that they're magical, I would like to remove his rings and stuff just so he does not escape. Set them on his nightstand.
Oh, but he does have on his person, though it's not active. There is a spherical stone that. Let's do a knowledge arcana check for you before I go any further.
In either case, I'm going to want to partially disrobe him so he can commence the purification.
Flagellating him. Well, that's still enough, actually. It's an iron. It's an iron stone, but it's not one of the powerful type. If you hold it aloft, it will orbit above your head when activated, and it will cast a light. It's Iron Torch. And I'll list that in your loot. Among other things that he has would be another Cure Light Wounds potion, a dagger, a Wizard's College class ring, gold base ring, diamonds in it, and he has a signet ring for House Richter.
Do I
And
notice the
on his
college class ring?
you're in the room with Corinne, right?
Yeah, I'm not specifically trying to watch over what she's doing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to take all this stuff off and sit it on his nightstand away from him where he can see it, but he can't grab it,
Yeah. Okay.
All right, and there are a few scrolls. Let's see, 4 of them, and I've updated the loot little handout.
All right, and I'll use the cantrip detect magic to point anything out that abnormal.
So you, of course, would detect, well, the different form of magic that Richter uses, where he has, he's an actual Vancian caster. Scrolls of magic missile, sleep, hideous laughter, and invisibility. You would know that invisibility being probably the most expensive scroll in that.
Yeah, no, I will just relay this information to Abner. Like, so this is what he has. This is everything I know about the type of mage he is. Please use this information to help purify him.
I'm going to look sideways and skeptically at Crom.
I'm not doing anything deceitful.
Not with disdain, but just fully conveying that I trust nothing that comes out of your mouth.
Oh, that's fine. I'm being 100% honest. I'm just trying to encourage a little more violence than is necessary without actually saying anything.
And of course, once
Yeah.
you remove the robes and probably the man's shirt, you can see that he's mainly, well, he's a very stereotypical wizard. Gangly, thin. He doesn't eat much meat. He doesn't exercise all that often. An average peasant probably has a better physique than him, despite his noble status.
So you're saying the fancy noble clothes probably fit my character just well then.
Yeah, he's very Crom-like, you know.
Ooh.
All right, so you're trying to wake him up. Hello.
Sorry.
You're trying to wake him up.
Yes.
All right. Heal
What?
check. I'm going to say DC 15. All right. So, in your medical opinion, you think it's a great idea to just give him a couple slaps on the side of the face and say, "Wake up." Uh, and groggily, the man that was wounded, knocked unconscious by some blood loss, yet restored by a healing potion, lifts up his head, groggily, groggily wondering what's happening.
I warmly tell him good evening.
You're one of the prisoners, aren't you?
Perhaps. Tell me about your childhood.
Bloody what?
I'm sorry, I thought we were just engaging in pointless conversation and pointless questions back and forth.
You're gonna pay for this, you know that.
We all pay in the end. And then I'm going to, just to see if it works, pop this one on him.
All right. Then you're gonna test that.
Yeah, I'll test it.
All right. What question are you gonna ask him?
Going to ask him about the current prisoners in the prison. How many they are, where they're at, how many of them he's met or talked to or seen.
Let's see. That might be complicated. He answers back. Prisoners, yes. There were 4 of them by Lackerly's account. 4 men, or no, did he say 4 or 5? 5. 4 men and an ogre. Uh, don't recall the names of them. It's unimportant. You're supposed to be executed.
Have they had any visitors?
There aren't supposed to be any visitors at Branderscar. Not anyone but a confessor nor an executioner.
That was not what I asked. I asked, have they had any visitors?
I don't know. They shouldn't have. Uh, you can tell he's speaking truthfully, since he didn't really observe. Yeah, he wasn't there when you guys were brought in, and he never came to the prison cells himself. Uh, so you can only tell that he isn't being intentionally lying when he's saying this.
Do prisoners escape from your tender, loving care often?
No, you would be the first now, wouldn't you? He grimaces when he says that. And then he curses off to the side. Blackerly.
Tell me more about this Blackerly. And while he's doing that, I'm just going to sit there and just, rub a whetstone on the dagger or the short sword or something. Just idly, minding, doing some sort of monotonous, tedious work that makes a noise that's not pleasant, but just sitting there, building the atmosphere.
I have Blackerly to control those problems. 3 years ago, I wasn't the warden here. It was Captain Kaladin. I had Blackerly take care of all the mundane affairs, and there's never been an escape since.
Does Blackerly's tenure predate your own?
No, I hired him from the house help. I had a trust for the man running a inexpensive shift. He said we didn't need so many guard when we came in, so we got half the number. There were, well, less than half. We used to have 40 or 50 men running around. Hardly any space to fit all of them, actually.
And how did you come by your position?
He grimaces, thinking about a poor memory. The head of the family got me into this position.
Got you into or procured for you?
The
Essentially,
captain,
giving the air of was this just some sort of punishment, or was this something you wanted for personal advancement?
the captain wasn't of high noble status, and uh, the head of the family convinced the royal family that uh, someone of higher birth needed to be in charge of the prison.
And what was your family's plan for said prison?
Prestige. They wanted the prestige of having one of their men in charge of another land holding, even if it was only a prison.
It does not sound very likely that they would petition so strongly the king to to, to replace someone as prestigious as Captain Calador with some mere noble simply for the sake of doing so.
It's the truth.
We shall see. Looking amongst your things, you do not seem to be a very soul concerned individual. I see very little in the way of signs of faith, or any of the other tokens that the king takes so highly. Why would someone such as you be appointed this, even at the urging of your family?
Do I look like a
Surely a
small?
purer soul should be placed in such a position, overseeing the worst that the kingdom has to offer.
Do I look like a small-minded Mitrian to you? No, I study the higher arts, the arcane arts. If
Oh shit, son.
if I had my way, I'd be, well, farther in my field and controlling the very forces that shape this world. I don't kowtow or kneel to some clergy in brown robe.
My son, you are dangerously close to confessing to heresy. And once again, this begs the question of why the king would want to place such a person amongst those that have been so easily corrupted and spread their corruption like a virus.
The priests aren't the only ones that run Talent Guard, my friend. The nobles have their own aims too, you know.
I gesticulate with the blade. Do go on.
I know not the particulars, but there are many a noble house that may not pray every day or be so flagellant in their position as to uh, scrape and bow before the commoner class that takes over the priesthoods. Nay, they only care for the cardinals that treat themselves like nobility in the regions, or the bishops. But they are religious enough to condone your activities. There's yet man that drinks, yet man that curses your Mitrian faiths. And the fact that one of you uh, could possibly be tacitly defending Mitria is absurd.
Well, I'm going to take the flat of the blade and just smack him across the chest with it. Nice little stinging slap. Chiding his sharp tongue.
Roll for non-lethal damage.
How would I do that? Just attack?
Yeah, just do your attack, and I'll count it as non-lethal. And since he's rather tied up, yeah, it's definitely not a miss. So
I'm not aiming to wound him. I'm just, snapping him back to reality with pain.
he grimaces with the pain of being hit by the sword. Interrupting this interrogation, Grave, was your wisp still hacking through that wall?
Yeah, I was just waiting until it was done as long as this was going on, then I was going to
Okay, let's
send him
see.
to
It took
go
at
up.
least 6 rounds for Abner to
All right.
unlock. Yeah, it's been a couple minutes, so
So roll
I'm
1d.
gonna say in that time you could make a hole through the wall that the wisp can escape from.
Alright. So all I want to do with the wisp, because it's a second level hole, would be, let's see, here we go, here, and just send the wisp out.
All right.
And this is right about here is where the ogre's cell was, right?
Yep.
That was to the left of ours.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to put Wisp on the side of the prison. I want to put him on the roof of that.
Let's see. He'd be flying off the 3rd floor.
So
Yeah,
there's
sure.
probably going to
He
be
can make that
there's
distance.
probably going to be a fly check, but I got +8 to
No,
start.
because Wisp doesn't fly. He hovers. For
Hmm.
every 30 feet he moves horizontally, he descends 5. So yeah,
So
he can make that movement to the roof.
okay, yeah. So I want to get Wisp over there, and I'm assuming the roof is thinner than the walls. Because
Yes.
it would have to be for physics.
Yes, it would be.
Let me
And
move.
it's clay instead of, well, it doesn't really matter what material since I'll just move Wisp out of sight for now.
Okay. So yeah, Wisp is going to start opening up the roof for the ogre, and if necessary, breaking the locks, and then going to create a two-handed weapon for it, so it can start bashing its way out.
All right.
So,
What's
so basically, you're denying us access to the entirety of the prison and the keep.
No, not at all. I mean that weapon can go away immediately, but all the guards are going to have to deal with the ogre.
There are no other gods except for the ones that are coming at us. The only people that are going to be around to deal with the ogre is us. You're literally just creating a problem for us.
There's at least two guards that are tasked for the ogre.
And we have easily dispatched almost a dozen gods at this point. We can handle them.
question? Your Wisp is allowed to speak common, right? Or can speak common?
No, it only speaks necro.
Okay. All right.
It needs to level up so it can learn a decent language.
You chose that language, by the way. Anyhow.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Let's speed things up a little. You are
So
dealing with Blackerly. What's your direction now that you have him stripped? You have all of his items.
I'm gonna lead him upstairs.
All right, upstairs you go.
Yeah, all the way up to the third floor.
I guess I'll follow along.
I'm still going to pay attention, looking out the hole to see when I see anybody.
See it, Grave. If you let that ogre go, odds are we're not gonna be able to beat it. So all of the loot and everything that's in the castle proper will be cut off to us. You understand that? I'm just letting you know what you're doing.
Potentially, it could be an issue.
Sure.
All right, so
Can you not?
everyone's up on the third floor now, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and move your characters up there. There's a way to scroll horizontal in here, wasn't there? Oh, it was
I think you just
shift scroll to
shift.
pan horizontally. Okay. All right, you have him in the same room with the warden.
Yeah.
All right, so
Well,
Abner, you see Ragnar and Cranston leading in Thomas Plackerly in his skivvies. Probably should remove this red X from the
I was
warden.
actually going to say before we do that, I was going to check to see if I could open the door to the other room with the locks with the key ring that I have.
Nothing's locked anymore.
Well, I was going to say I would check the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I don't.
long and short of it, can I relock the door that Crom is in, basically?
The keys. Blackerly's keys wouldn't lock these. But let's say uh, Richter has the keys, but that's just for the drawer. He doesn't have door keys, or it doesn't have locks on these doors.
But you said that the door that Crom's in was locked.
Did I say that door was locked, or did I say a drawer was locked? Because I remember.
I may have misheard. I
Yeah.
wasn't there, so
Right. Yeah. These doors are latch doors, but you can brace some of the furniture against one of the doors if you wish.
All right. Well, either way, all right. So I'm just trying to think of what's the best way to do this. Um,
Roll intelligence
uh,
and find out.
uh, I would say before we bring in Blackley into this room, like I would stop out here with him. Um, and I would look at Crom and I would kind of use him as a bouncing board, and I'd be like,
Bouncing on Crom now,
a sounding board, excuse me.
huh?
Is the door behind him open?
I think the door behind Crom would be open. Sorry, door behind Ragnar would be open slightly.
Yeah, Ragnar. So sorry.
And
All right.
Crom is still looking out the window to see where his wisp went. He can definitely see him on the roof.
All right.
Yeah, I'm also looking for any guards that I can see coming in.
All right. So, Ragnar, my friend, if you don't mind, we probably are going to be having friends coming soon. So if you could stand watch at the top of the stairs and give a good listen to see when you can tell when they're coming so we can all get in ready positions.
How are you?
Tim, you okay?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
No, you're good.
You said I'll keep a lookout. Yes.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
Yeah. No, I'm feeling him slipping out of it a little bit, but it's okay.
Do you need to get more tea, Tim?
No, I think it's just I'm feeling more tired than usual. So it's okay. But
right.
don't expect me to do a lot of brain work. That's it.
All right.
And do
No, you're good.
And do it a little bit more like Tim, and then I'll make sure to listen proper.
Oh, okay. All right. No problem. Like I said, I don't want to make it seem like I'm ordering you around, but I'm also kind of making it as easy as I can for you because I know you're not feeling well.
Hey, man, that is okay, and I appreciate it. And
No,
to be honest, I think it was kind of funny when you were ordering me around last time.
Say that again.
When you were ordering me, like when we got into the tower last session, and you started saying like "kick down the door," and that was kind of fun.
Well, you see, comrade, we are just equals in the glorious revolution. I'm just more equal than you.
Right.
Ragnar, that makes sense to Ragnar.
Comrade Ragnar, can you make sure that stay at the top of the stairs and give a good listen to when they're coming, so you can rally the proverbial troops.
Ragnar standing. I want to say escalator for some fucking reason.
Well, what do you think?
Yes.
What do you think would be better? Standing midway through the stairs, like kind of around the spiral staircase, around the corner, listening for him, which will give you a couple seconds to run up the stairs.
All right.
Or standing at the base of the stairs.
Since so much has happened, Grave, Crom, you could see guards approaching in the narrow slit of view that window gives you.
All right.
Three of them.
About where?
Three of them,
Like
and they're heading towards the base of the tower.
About here or on this side? So are they coming from the north or the?
They were coming from the north of the. Yeah, from the.
Okay.
Yeah, from there to the base of the tower.
So I will immediately call out to the other people saying, "There's 3 guards approaching from the north to the tower," and then Wisp will stop engaging with trying to dig a hole through the. And I believe movement speed is about 30 feet. Get to about as close as here as you can.
Upon hearing this, I turned to Blackley and I'm like, "All right, Blackley, Now's your chance to save your men.
There's good wisp or grid.
Yeah, I was going to try and see if I could get a shot through the door if necessary, but wherever that is works.
I'm gonna start making my way a little bit down the stairs.
Let's see. How do I change it so I don't snap the grid?
You hover over and you snap to center, snap to corner, snap. No snapping, you trigger people.
Yeah, I can't see how to do that. So, whatever. Yeah, I put your wisp where you requested.
All right, sounds good. So Wisp is there, and so all three of them entered the tower, and just relay that all three of them have entered the tower. They're on the first level. And hold any action. So keep doing it.
And because Cranston made a request, Blackerly asks, and what do you exactly want me to do?
Tell them to drop their weapons and just and get on their knees when they and come up the stairs slowly, and we won't kill them.
To this, I
I know you're not meaning to make it difficult, but it sounds like put your hands up in the air, get on the ground.
Yes, exactly. Have them drop their weapons and surrender to us, and they won't have to die.
Roll forward on the ground. Don't use your hands. This reminds me of what was that, a Vegas hotel room?
Yeah.
I growl and put a big hand on his shoulder.
I whisper at him, "Trust me."
Stammering, surrounded by the intimidating people and the guy that apparently is yes sexual. When he can hear the guards moving up the stairwell, Blackerly shouts, "Drop your weapons! They have me and the warden."
Can I get Wisp in the bottom of the tower to start coming up?
Certainly you can. Pop him right there. He's in view now.
All right.
The zoom looks weird.
That is, I'm not going to ascend the stairs, but I want to be as far away, but a direct shot.
Let's see. Via Blackerly, roll diplomacy, I guess. A Wes.
All right. Damn it! I got
or intimidate.
Hang on 1 second. I got a thing.
You do what you need to do.
While they're doing that, is there lit candle somewhere in the room?
God, this is gonna look fucked up. Yes, there's a candle. It's not lit, but you can easily light it. There's a matchbox somewhere.
I will calmly do that.
24 on intimidate. Or diplomacy, excuse me.
Yes. All right. There is a pause on the stairwell, but you can hear the clatter of sword belts dropping on the stairway. One of the guards shouts out there, bring the sergeant down unharmed.
I have a better idea. You guys come up one at a time with your hands up. Oh wait, no. Wait. My mistake. We will come down, but I need you guys to stand at the edge, to stand at the wall, facing the wall, one at each wall of the tower. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm assuming nobody would choose to stand next to their headless friend.
There's only 3 of them. They
Yeah,
can stand at all of the walls that don't have the headless one there.
I think that would be a very good reason for them to do as we say. Seeing their decapitated friend there.
Yeah, that is a good point.
All right, they
Mhm.
say
Did any of the swords clang down the stairs?
not that far now.
Okay.
One of them says, "Okay, we're doing that." Your freaking creepy sex fantasies, Wes.
I'm gonna start creeping down the stairs. See if they
Yeah,
reply with
I
those.
go with him with Blackley.
All right.
I'm just gonna be a little bit what's it called? Demeaning? We like good boys.
All right. Now, Crom. God damn it, Ragnar. Shit.
I'm sorry I'm not who you want me to be.
For some reason, I'm getting you guys confused, and I genuinely apologize about that. How do I do the pinging thing again in this game?
Hold your left mouse button.
when it's on the arrow select.
Yeah.
Okay. Crom, if you God damn it!
I will finally yell back in character. What?
Well, actually, no. Crom, if you don't mind, we could use an extra set of eyes down here.
Sounds good, and I will send Wisp up.
I
Just
only
from
got
the
the one
bottom.
set of eyes.
Well, and before I head down, I want to take another glance around to see if there's anybody else.
You don't see anybody else approaching.
All right, so I will head down, and then after I'm down, bring up my friend to also assist as just a range watch if you want. Somebody tries.
So I'm gonna do something now. Now, if you guys bear with me for just a moment, I wanna make sure that this is done right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, Crom, you stay there, and I will talk with you for a moment. Ragnar, if you could bring Blackley over here with the whip,
I'm just
and
right here. Then.
also get Crom and I will take a minute and gather all the weapons and bring them over to our corner to make sure that they can't grab them. All right, DM.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now I'm going to whisper to Crom, and I go, Crom. So I found out from Blackley that there is, in fact, an ogre in there.
Interesting. So,
Now I have a plan. If we can placate the ogre with succulent meats, and I look over at Thomas, at Blackley, for the next couple days, we can placate it enough so that we can sack this entire keep of everything of its worth. Go back to the town, not the town. Go back to the cottage, and then at the end of the day, at the end of the 3rd day, we will keep feeding the living prisoners, the living gods to the ogre, and then on the last day, we tell it that there's
Thomas
going
shouts, "You're gonna do what?"
whispering.
Perception check.
I'm just gonna lightly punch him in the face.
How lightly is it enough to cold cock him?
I
I
don't
mean, he
know.
doesn't have a lot of HP left.
Yeah.
How do I
Uh-huh.
do this? Was it just melee to roll for just something? Fine.
I think it would be standard melee. While he's figuring out how to roll that, I will talk to Cranston a little bit and say, well, was planning on opening up the cell and freeing him from the inside, but they showed up before my companion here could get the job done. I would say we don't need to necessarily promise anything first. I can always ask the ogre what it would like.
Unfortunately, before I can reply, Blackerly was able to catch a whisper from across the room somehow. So I guess
It was
I
10
guess
feet away.
Yeah, well, but 15 if you want to push it and snap into center. It's only 15 feet. It's
whispering in each other's ears, but okay. But anyway,
High perception roll, okay? You guys can do this bullshit too.
no. My question is, did Ragnar get his cold cock off?
Yeah, kind of want to do it like just slap him and be like, quiet dog. But do I need to roll anything, or could that just be a
You can
for
just do a regular
flavor's
slap
sake?
if you're not trying to do damage.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do damage, just to prove a point.
Okay.
Slap.
So we have that. Oh, there's an idea. Do you have keys to the cell there, Cranston?
unfortunately, I won't be able to respond until the Blackerly problem is taken care of.
Yeah.
So what does Blackerly do in response to Ragnar's silence enforcement?
Ragnar roll intimidate.
Oh, all right. There we go. There we go.
Okay, pretty intimidating. He's quiet.
All right. So real quick, I walk over to Blackerly and I'm gonna roll a quick perception check.
4.
If I can find it. Oh, well, shit. Just something to stuff in his mouth.
You're in a library. There are books.
I mean, it is Blackerly. You are Cranston.
Yeah, I'm just.
Oh boy.
Sexuality,
No.
yeah.
Not the bard stuffing things in mouths.
Do you say anything like, give me something to stuff in this guy's mouth or anything?
Yes.
All right, so if he says something, can I glance around real quick, see if there's something suitable and not reading a book?
Let's see. There are tables. You can find a dusting rag left out.
That works for me. I will have the wisp use its mage hand to deliver it because why not?
While you're trying to stuff a rag in his mouth, he does struggle a little. You said you were gonna let me live.
As long as
I mean,
you
let them
cooperate.
live.
I whispered. I whispered in you. I whispered in his ear. I said I'll do my best, and that I wasn't the one that's gonna kill you. And then I slam his head against the wall.
Ooh.
All right, I guess
I'm just
intimidate
gonna
check.
say.
I will observe the other 3 guards in the room, which are now disarmed.
And as I slam against his head against the wall, I look at Ragnar and go and I go, watch them.
Oh yeah,
Quick correction: they have no swords. They're not disarmed.
Well,
yeah.
They have shields.
Well,
yeah, I think the rest of the party got my intent.
mm,
They're not armed with weaponry. They are armed with shields, but we do have all of their swords over here.
All right, so now what?
mm. Do the guards react somehow?
It depends on how the
turned
god.
about.
Okay, so they're all turned around.
Because they're
Well,
curious that they heard something about letting someone live.
Mm-hmm.
I quickly turn around and I address the gods and I go, we have no intention of killing you. But if you force our hands, we will not just kill you. We will kill Blackerly, we will kill the warden, and we will kill the civilians in the keep as well. Do not force our hands. Drop everything that you have and take off your armor as well and turn back around. If you don't, we will kill you. And I point towards the decapitated man in a similar fashion as we have killed the rest of the gods. We had to do that because of self-defense. I do not want to shed any more blood tonight.
All right, the room is rather quiet from that revelation that you've killed all the other guards. They mostly forgot the order of your requests as they turn around.
Well, I just reinstated it.
Well, yes, I mean they forgot what order you wanted things in.
Drop everything in your hands, take off all of your armor, and turn back around.
God, making an entire room stripped down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, he is a bard.
All right, I guess they're starting the process of doing that, taking off their shield and armor.
I'm going to roll perception to see if I see anybody trying to keep a dagger. No,
They do not seem to have any obscured weapons.
okay. Okay, so that's almost 3 more out until we can restrain and detain all of them. I believe we still have 50 feet of rope at the 90. That's bad.
Yes, I still have 50 feet of hemp rope on me. Would that be enough to tie up all 3 of these gods here?
Nah, well, maybe the 3 with very little left over.
Well, we just need to tie up the 3 together to make sure they don't try anything as we lead them back into the prison cells.
How the tables have turned.
How the turns have tabled, yes.
Anyway, while you're doing that, I'm gonna light the candle and just start dripping wax onto dude's like face eye area.
Oh fuck!
Are
Ow.
you gonna have sex with them, or are you doing a little rough trade, or
Wes, you have no room to speak.
if y'all let me know, I'm going. Look, come on now.
I mean,
I'm just sitting there listening to what's going on in the other room and keeping him entertained with the pain.
There
I mean,
are pain
it's just-
screams coming from upstairs.
have this turned it into a fucking ERP?
No.
Wes has turned it into an ERP, yes.
I'm googling that right now.
And whilst I'm doing that, I will make mention of the fact that he seems to be a man that thinks he can read his way to salvation and that he can find his way without God, and that whether or not he believes in Mitra, he is doing some deity's bidding, and I will find out what, whilst denying him the temptation to continue in sin. If your right hand wills you to sin, cut it off.
God damn. Yes, Inquisitor.
It's
I
complicated,
mean,
guys.
Correct, playing the Inquisitor to the nines, and I am very much enjoying it.
Yep.
Not many people play an Inquisitor like that. I appreciate it. Is Black knocked out?
After his head gets slammed into the wall.
Probably.
No, he's not knocked out yet, but he does
All
have
right.
a. One moment. Brief intermission. SCP.
The doctor.
Hello, Doc.
Allegedly, I opened up your mic. If he's actually there, so let me remute him again.
Looks like he's getting blasted. That's what it sounds like.
You server muted him. Don't server mute him.
you can just normally mute him and let him unmute himself.
Well, no, the server mute was the toggle.
Oh.
Well, he's doing something at least.
Okay, that sounds like ice in a glass right there.
Well, either way,
All right.
Mute
Let's see if I mute him. Does that
now.
affect you guys?
Y-
Can you
no,
server mute?
no.
Yeah, I have to server mute him.
If you just mute him yourself, it won't go in through the stream, and I think that's what's important.
Mm.
All right. I think he stopped. Stop banging around.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Muting him
Well,
again.
joke's on you.
All right. Anyway, tell me if he ever says anything. All right, back to the stream. Secret ante, huh? Yeah. So
Doc just responded that he's ready.
Okay,
Doc just responded that he's ready.
Fine.
Yeah.
All right. You're unmuted now, Doc. Everyone can hear you on the YouTubes, which would be the first time, right?
Yeah, probably on your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Doc and toast.
Let's host.
Good friends.
Good whiskey, good friends, and God save the autists. If only because they're hilarious.
Don't have a hard drink, but I'll drink to that.
God knows us.
Yeah, I had to.
Just need savings.
The breaking things was the I had to fill the glass with ice, spin the ice around to sufficiently cool the glass, then throw the ice out to enjoy a little bit of whiskey with water.
Nice.
So, I grabbed the hemp rope out of my bag and hand it to Crom.
Mm-hmm.
To Crom?
Yes, Crom.
Right.
I meant Crom.
We have to ask because you confuse
I know.
Craven the Swede all the time somehow.
I know, and I am genuinely sorry about that.
Okay, we are so alike.
I asked Crom, would you be a kind gentleman and make sure that the three guards are securely tied together, that the hands are bound in a way behind their backs that they can't escape?
So just a quick question for the DM: what stat would I be using for that?
Would be combat maneuver bonus.
To tie people up?
Yes. It's part of grapple. Which is also why I wondered why he was asking Crom, the weakest person of the party, to do this.
Well, I wouldn't. Okay, if that's the Like I thought he could just like, since we're not in combat, he could just do it.
Well,
Like,
I mean, yes,
I can have.
he can physically do it, but the restraint will be weak as hell.
Okay,
I
so
mean, I
what?
can have Wisp
Nice.
do it. That has a native CMB of 8. Mine is 0.
What's Ragnar?
I got a CMB of 7.
Why does Wisp
I
have
mean-
such
What's
a
that?
high CMB? Are you sure you're not?
That's just what it's showing. Let me look at why it says that. It might be because of the natural 18 dex, and then there's the bonus creature.
Your
Let's-
CMD is 11, so you should just have a CMD of 1.
Wait, CMG?
CMB, CMD,
B,
B,
okay.
and CMD.
Alright.
Okay, so my CMB should be 1 then. Tell me what it's supposed to be.
Let me. I gotta recall how CMB is done. So let me look at someone else's sheet. Well, actual a character sheet. Let's see, Ragnar. Yeah, CMB would be the base attack bonus, strength, size, and miscellaneous. So add your BAB and your strength score with your CMB on your Wisp.
Okay, so my base attack and my strength. Then that would be negative unless. Yeah, that would be negative.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Size. How is that calculated? Because I just noticed that I have a size
it's
of 7. 0. God.
Your size is medium. Medium gets no
Alright.
bonuses, no penalties.
What about small?
Small gets penalties to CMB and CMD, but gets bonuses to attack and attack, stealth, and AC.
Since we're not in combat, can he like take 20 and make sure? I tell you what, can Ragnar take 20 and make sure it gets done
Yes,
as well?
Ragnar can make it proper. Yes.
Yeah.
I tie him up.
So, I will go. Let's go ahead and take an idea from the chat and say, Crom, would you mind restraining Mr. Blackerly in true law enforcement fashion by putting a knee on his neck, please?
I think I'm more than capable of doing that. I will.
No,
I will go over.
just put your knee on his back and make sure he doesn't move.
I will go over and I will place my knee on his upper back, maybe technically the back of his neck, but I'm not a heavy guy. It shouldn't cause too
All right.
many
So
problems.
are you bundling these guys all together in a corner of the room, or are you?
Yep.
All right.
I think whichever sounds smarter.
That
Basically,
makes sense.
Basically, we're gonna tie their hands behind their backs and keep them together in a chain type of thing.
And then tied behind their backs, so that or that.
And they have taken all of their arms and armor and everything off there down to their skivvies, right?
Yes, they are.
All right.
That's
I'm going to while all this is going on, I'll be like, gentlemen, I'm gonna go check on the on our good preacher and the warden real fast, and I'm gonna run upstairs.
Okay.
Do I need to do anything to tie this up? Roll anything? Or can I just do that, take 10
Do
or
one
20 or
CMB
something?
roll.
Alright.
So,
There
Okay.
you go. That's
They're
what they
not
have to
gonna move.
roll their escape against.
Nice.
Now, DM, I'm gonna ask you. I'm not gonna move silently, but I don't want to disturb Abner while he's doing everything. I'm just gonna quietly walk in. Do I need to roll stealth to not disturb him in his machinations?
Well, you can see how successful you are if you roll stealth.
Well, like I don't want to like basically,
Yes,
Abner.
you're not trying to sneak up on him, but roll anyway
No,
to see how successful.
He's trying to enter politely. We're seeing if we need to roll to be polite.
yeah,
You open
and
the door
I don't.
slowly, but you notice that it doesn't really
I'm
help
not
because it's
attempting.
yes,
Yeah,
I
I'm
know.
not
You
a.
open it and you see Abner straddling the warden's head, using both his knees to hold his head still, whilst holding his eye open with one hand and dripping wax into it with the other.
Oh my
So
fucking
I
god.
gently walk up. I gently walk up to Abner, and I just very, very gently place my hand on his shoulder, and I'm like, Abner, are you do you need any assistance? Not in a gay way. Like I want to make sure that you don't need any help restraining this man. Like you can handle this.
I will be with you shortly.
Um, would you mind if I took a quick look around to make sure we have everything useful?
I'm just going to kind of grunt and ignore you.
I'm gonna go ahead and take that as an affirmative, if you don't mind, DM.
That was the point.
Mm.
So I'm just gonna take a quick look around here, and can I use the already established loot list?
Yes, but I didn't put on the loot list the 350 gold spell tome and the chest with the alchemy supplies. Crom, did you take the spell book, or does Abner still have it?
Abner didn't let me know it existed, so.
Okay. Yes. So all the stuff that would have been on the warden's loot table is on the bedside table here in this
All
room.
right. So real quick, I'm gonna take a quick look around. I'm gonna take his signet ring. And I'm
Signet,
gonna
huh?
put
Signet.
signet. Signet. Yeah,
Signet.
signet ring. Signet. Oh, fine. Jesus
It's okay.
Christ.
At least SIGINT is actually a word.
No, it's
No, no. I want this to be
Signet.
canon. In this world, I want it to be canon. They are Signet brains.
Jesus Christ. It's one letter. Anyway, I'm going to take his signet ring. Actually, I'm just gonna I'm gonna take. Well, actually, I'm gonna take all of his rings. Um, I'm gonna take the dagger, the Ioun torch. I'm gonna put that in the backpack. We could definitely use that. Um, and uh, the you mentioned something about clothes.
Yes,
Like,
there's a wardrobe
Yes.
with noble clothes.
so I'm going to take a quick look. What would I use to? I guess appraise would be to find the nicest pair of clothes.
Well, they're all pretty nice, all either velvet or but they're all bluish in color. There's no text.
Basically, I'm looking for crushed purple velvet with gold with like gold outlines. Very very nice, very comfortable pair of shoes, like very comfortable pair of cloth noble shoes. You know, like the nicest set of clothes that's in there.
You're trying to get like a 1970s crushed velvet pimp suit, aren't you?
They're robes.
Yes, he doesn't have any regular clothes. It's all robe.
Yes, it seems to be all very wizardly fashioned, noble robe.
All
Certainly,
right.
there are
Well,
pants, but most of the prettiest looking stuff is going to be robes.
so
Robes and
I'm
shoes.
gonna. Does he have? So does he have noble clothing though?
Yes, 5 pairs of them.
All right. I'm going to
Or
take
5
the
sets.
nice one pair. How much? So okay, just to keep the pace going, I'm going to take 2 pairs of noble clothing and put it in the backpack. If you don't mind, we can sort out the weight after the game. Okay.
That backpack's getting very full, by the way. Cause what is in it? I think you have like a couple
No.
torches. You have well, you don't have the rope anymore. I assume you don't have the grappling hook inside the backpack.
It's hooked on the outside.
Right.
Remember, this is a masterwork backpack, so it's got latches and hooks and stuff on it,
Yes.
and a side compartment for the torches and everything like that. Like the lantern, the torches, the grappling hook, all of that, and even the rope would have been off to the side.
The noble clothes, 2 sets of them would fill up the main backpack with some books inside. If you stored the books in
I don't have any books.
Well,
They have the books.
yeah, pretty expensive books.
Fine.
Yeah, I have. I believe I have 2.
You know what? I don't. Hold on.
Yes, I only.
I don't put them in my inventory. I set them off to the side. Can you put it in the overall loot the loot chart that there are 2 sets of noble clothes that I've set off to the side? I'm not going to put them in my inventory.
Okay.
Because remember, what's in my gear list isn't necessarily what's in the backpack.
Yeah, well, we can sort that out a bit after. I mean, it's you want to set 2 sets of noble clothes aside, and
He wants to be a pimp.
then we
yes.
can deal with it after.
All right, so you got 3 people tied up. Blackerly is under close watch. So far they haven't done anything because they got Ragnar with his sword out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, they have Ragnar with Blackerly's sword out.
What was the
Blackerly's
house
sword.
of the signet ring?
Richter, the Richter family.
I don't know how to spell that, so I'm just gonna do the approximation.
Rich, Ter.
That's what I thought. Okay, and what other? He had a Wizards College class ring.
Yep, with diamonds in it.
And what else did he have?
The signet ring. Let me see. Cure light wounds. 4 scrolls. Everything's on the loot sheet.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna. I grabbed the potion of cure light wounds. Blah, 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 can't talk.
Cure light runes.
I'm wearing the sergeant's uniform. I'm wearing the sergeant's uniform, so you might want to take that off. I got the ring, the iron torch. I'm putting that in my pocket.
All right.
Okay, so are we done with the loot in the middle of the infiltration?
Well, these are tools that we may be able to use later.
Yeah,
so.
I'm just thinking about this.
Sure.
This is still like this. What time of day is what? About midnight at this point.
It's late into the evening. Let's see. You got at the prison early in the morning. Well, at 10 a.m.
Rested
Then
in the gatehouse.
For at least 8 hours. So it should be sun's down. That much is known.
Yeah, I mean this is still the night on the first day. We get
Second
get
day
time.
actually.
Or second.
Just to let you know, I also right now I took the scroll of invisibility,
Of course you did.
and that's it. I glance back at Abner and I go, Abner, at your leisure, we will be waiting for you downstairs. Or would you like us to continue without you?
I will be with you shortly.
Very well. And I very gently, very nonchalantly walk out of the room, and I walk across to here, give it a quick look. Is there anything? Do you want me to roll perception for this room real
I
fast?
took the map, by the way.
Yeah, there
That
was
would
a
have
map
helped us
there. There's documents that are of little importance. There was the open drawer. Did you take the spell book, Corinne?
I thought Abner took the spell book. If Abner
We'll
Okay,
say
did,
yes for now. It was sitting. Yeah, it was on the table.
Yeah, the drawer that that was holding the book is open and the contents are empty. So there's nothing of value you could find in that room left
All right,
over.
so I head back. I head back downstairs.
all right. So he's on. He's down here, level 2 with us. Gonna go send Wisp down out the front door. Just because perception. I wanna know if anything else is coming, because Blackerly told us there were 5 left. That means there's only 2 left now. But from my calculation, could be 4 left. So if we can lure more in, that would be good.
Sure, but I'm talking to you. I go, that is a very good idea, but remember, don't wake sleeping giants.
Noted. All I'm doing here, taking West to basically move up to here, get a glance, moved Adam to this side over here, just kind of like patrolling and
Also,
observing.
I tell you that there should be a servant's entrance somewhere, and then I give him the directions. And there are 2 civilians there as well, and we don't want to hurt them either, do we?
Not at all. Not at all.
Exactly.
Anyway, we are doing that. I was going to ask him a couple more questions and leave him to contemplate the error of his ways.
All right.
Now that I'm done blinding him with wax.
All right.
And
So I was going to ask him, since he said he trusted Blackerly, why do you trust Blackerly? What do you know about this man?
I'm not even gonna pretend to act like I'm moaning in pain. He summarizes. He worked for the family for many years. He was a sergeant that worked under House Richter.
And was his performance equally as sarcastically exemplary as it was here?
He was able to work on a cheap pay. And for those
And I
of you
assume that this
watching the
man is as
stream,
equally.
got Dread Pimp Roberts.
Yep.
If I can.
And I assume that this man's deficiency in faith is similar to yours, is it not?
Possibly so. I don't deal with his private affairs.
mm,
The foolish know not wisdom when they find it. Well, since he doesn't really know anything about Blackerly, and he's basically just a borderline heretic but hasn't committed too many crimes, I guess I'll just finish blinding him, making sure he's good and proper blind. And then I will simply say, fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And then I'll just, leave the candle sitting on his chest to burn its way out and just walk away. Take my stuff and go.
He's still bound to the bed, right?
Oh yeah, no, I'm not untying him. He's just gonna stay there with the candle on his chest.
Good.
I'm gonna say
good.
that getting wax poured into his eye and then dealing with the rest of this is enough to make him pass out. No more.
Real quick, DM.
Yep.
The leather clubs, those deal non-lethal damage, right?
Yes.
Can you give me the stats real fast on them so I can add it to my weapons?
Let's see. Club, they're 1d6 damage. Bludgeoning.
All right. Alrighty.
Oh, and I'm taking the book with me. And any what did you not take, Wes?
I didn't take. I took the rings. And the only scrolls I took was the scroll of invisibility.
Did you take the sphere?
And here's a link there for you, Wes, if
yeah.
you really need
Thank you. I took the torch because I figured we might need it. But if you
and Crom took the potion, if I'm not mistaken.
I only took the only thing I took was the map. The rest of it was you're fine, so I didn't take anything.
All right, just wondering.
As of right now, I have 4 potions of cure light wounds. If any of you need one, you just let me know. Like, I'm not hiding them from you.
In actuality, he is hiding them.
Yep.
He's a hoarder.
No, I am being open if you guys ask. Like, I'm not making many attempts to hide anything from you.
Yeah, no. So Abner's touched it or just came down. I will let Abner and the rest of the party know that I'm going to the Wisp has been patrolling, and then I will look at Cranston and say the directions you gave me. I'll scout out that way and let anybody know if there's more potential problems to be found.
How many?
And I will say again.
How many?
He will let you know.
Yeah, I haven't found anybody yet. I will let you know as soon as I find one.
I thought you did find more potential problems. My mistake.
No, there. I mean, I had Wisp out here patrolling. Rolled a perception of 12. He didn't see anything, so I'm going to see if I can.
My dudes. Sorry, I hope I'm not interrupting. I would just like to say that I'm getting real tired.
All right.
Just if we're kind of not going too much longer would be good for me.
So, was it like 10, 15 minutes just to finish out where we're at? We get
that's not a problem. I just
depending on how much meandering and looting is going on, could be as little as an hour. But if you only have like 15 minutes of wellness left, we can cut short.
I don't know exactly how much I have left, but I could probably go for an hour.
All right.
But that's if we're good at it, yes.
Okay. All right. So this is what I see. Can I get some vision up on the northern side? I just don't want anybody coming around.
God, it'd be really great if I had like a squad of people just waiting right there.
Well, if that was what was revealed, I mean, nobody would understand it but me. But the Wisps start yelling. If there's a squad of people, that's a reason to drop it over on them.
Just fill the Wisp up with feathers from from arrows. Yeah.
Right. All right. So that seems to be pretty good. And they're still in the second level of the tower. So
I'm covering Blackerly
okay.
Covering him with what?
Is that what we
with
call it
my.
nowadays?
I'm making sure he doesn't get up.
I'm going to move this to or slowly go from here to not just hop out and get seen by whoever.
What type of vision does Wisp have?
It should just see
Does he have low light
the
or dark vision?
I didn't put a note on there, so I'm going right to the companion type. Right. Okay, so not shadow creature. So no dark vision. So it should just be uh um, or all fly. So it should just be standard vision. No low light, no dark.
Okay, there you go. That's what think is more than standard vision reveals.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'll go right back to the party and say, looks like no one else is coming our way. Uh, shall we proceed on?
I think that would be best. Um, Crom, if you would be so kind as to lead our merry band of prisoners to the first floor, uh, and good preacher at your leisure.
You sure you didn't mean Ragnar?
I didn't hear. I'm sorry. What?
Oh, you sure you didn't mean Ragnar?
Lead
I
our
didn't mean.
prisoners to the first floor.
Oh, because I just need to talk to Crom for a second.
I'm even more confused now.
Yeah, okay. So, do you want to talk to Tim or Gray?
Tim,
Okay,
Ragnar.
so you want
Damn
Ragnar.
it.
So you want to talk to Ragnar? I will leave Blackerly with Abner to take down, and I will just leave the other ones by their rooms. And then please continue with Tim.
And I simply let Ragnar know the plan.
Simping, huh?
What?
He simpingly lets Ragnar know the plan.
No. I go. Look. These you see these bourgeoisie bastards. Well, we're going to literally we're going to make it so our new ogre ally literally eats the rich. What do you think about that?
Sounds like a fucking brilliant plan.
All right,
Proletariat rise up.
exactly.
Why that
And
choice, Doc?
and on the way out, I loot the headless corpse for gold or any valuables.
It's more of the same. Much 3 duplicate guard loot tables. I don't assume you have the room to carry all that shit, though.
No, I was just looking for gold or potions or anything like that.
No, they don't carry their coin purses on them.
In that case, let's all go downstairs.
Well, are you telling me that the bard wants to snatch the coin purse off a dead corpse? Read into that what you will.
Did you tie up Blackerly with the rest of them?
No.
I left Blackerly with Abner, and I led the other ones by their rope. So the Inquisitor has Blacker.
Okay.
Or I guess not. Blackerly follow. Abner, stop him.
I left them with Abner. There we go.
Okay. All right. So I got these guys down here, and
All right. Making a DM power move. Get out of the fucking tower.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for other people to leave.
I am I am going to be I motion Abner to take the lead if he wishes. But if he doesn't want to take the lead, I will take the lead when it comes to Blackley.
And he's not restrained or nothing, is he?
No.
I thought he had his hands tied together.
No, that was with my whip, and I
You only
Oh,
tie
Is
that's
he
right.
armored? Is he disarmored?
No armor,
Disc
no
glove.
weapons, no shoes.
he's in his underwear with no shoes on, basically.
All right. Well, since we're pressed for time, he's a fat guy, isn't he?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I'm just gonna kind of, assuming he's sitting on the or kneeling on the ground or something. I'm just gonna give him a swift kick in the gut and knock him over on the ground,
Okay.
and then kneel on his neck, kindly and lovingly.
Nice.
For how many
Well-
I thought we
minutes?
were
Well, no, as you're doing that, I'm like,
8 minutes and 47 seconds.
it may be easier for us to guide him to where we need to take him if he's conscious. But and I grab the leather club and I'm like, but if you wish, he can be
I'm
unconscious.
not trying to knock him out. I'm just trying to hold him down and be rough with him.
Okay.
The question is, does he have Corona?
And,
If he
and
doesn't, he will after this.
I offer my leather. I offer my leather club to the good preacher if he would like to use that as well.
I'll take it, but I'm not sure I'll do it yet. Anyway, I will say since our time is short, I will not be able to use my traditional finesse, and
And his mouth is gagged, by the way.
I'm going to take that out of his mouth. So I want to hear what he has to say.
All right.
And then I'm going to simply ask him, why did you reduce the number of guards?
Blubbering, he's like, don't feed me the ogre. I didn't want to pay them that much. It costs too much money to have so many guards.
I surmised as much. The question is, what did you want the gold for? There's hardly anywhere to spend it out here, and it's certainly not necessarily a fortune, especially when a prisoner could, I don't know, break out like right now and kick your ass and kneel on your neck.
I genuinely laugh at that.
Does he cry out for his mother while the knee's on his neck?
Oh god.
God, I can't breathe. No, I ain't, I ain't living out here forever. When I leave, I'm gonna be wealthy like a noble.
Let me think for a second. He wants them gone for more than just the money. The guards' pay is not that much. There has to be another reason he wants them gone.
Well, I don't know. You haven't seen the guards pay yet, have you?
Well, they can't get paid that much. I mean, they're guards.
Well, considering that that went from 50 men down to like what 12, there certainly has to be a lot of income that has been shifted about by that.
All right, well, then I would just go ahead and take the club and sit there and whack it on the ground next to his head, kind of like I was going to whack him, but not just to scare the shit out of him. And then ask him what he knows about the woman.
The woman, he
Mhm.
asks with swift questioning. Uh,
This one's sister.
I don't remember a woman. Gonna remove that image of the Dread Pirate. And he doesn't. He says he doesn't remember.
Well, just because we're in a hurry, I guess I'll use my power word instead of using my profession torture. Now I'll use both.
Fucking torture. Oh my god.
One of those will work. And regardless, I want to know everything that transpired the night of the escape.
It's a little bit when I watch the confessor at his work.
All right. Since we need to do this quick, gonna
Mhm.
cut down on the RP. He summarizes that in the gatehouse, he was running a poker game that night after distributing rot gut wine among the guards. That apparently how he makes a decent amount of profit based on what little the guards do get out of their paychecks or their payments from the state. Uh, when he heard the horn, he and some others from the eastern side of the gatehouse got out of the room and charged the dungeon. But by the time they got to the second level, they noticed the window that everyone escaped from. They kicked it out, and after checking the prison grounds, they made sure they checked with the gatehouse guard and figured out that you guys went into the direction of the moors. And because the guards do not go out into the moors at night, they delayed their search until morning.
So he doesn't remember anything prior to Theodora.
He does not remember Theodora specifically now. Doesn't remember the name or face.
Why did you send guards out into the moors when you're already working on a skeleton crew and had to know that the escapees were potentially dangerous?
We knew you didn't have any weapons on you, so we had to get you when we can. There's no way you could survive out in the moors at night. We thought you'd had a run in with Lash Tongue.
What Ash tongue?
Yeah, we went all the way there and back. Still haven't found one.
A wicked monster that can eat a man whole.
Interesting.
So, since I'm going to just seize on the fact that he's also doing rock gut whiskey and have just admitted that the guards don't make much, what else are you using this place as a front for smuggling? What else are you smuggling? He's doing something illicit here, using this post to do it.
Okay, summarizing once more again. I guess I'm going to have trouble saying it in character. Uh, Cranston, sorry, not Cranston. Blackerly runs card games, and he runs liquor to the guards. He doesn't do much else but that. Uh, but but cutting the amount of guards to earn effectively more pay per person is the big plan that was started 3 years back when he essentially took over for the prison under the warden that mainly did not care about his duties.
What are the Richter's plans for this place?
Uh, he shrugs. I don't know about Richter having a plan for the place.
Well, somebody's got to know something.
Blubbering. That's all. That's all I know. I swear. Let me go.
So you readily admit to not fornication, excessive drinking, gambling, shirking your duty, and being completely incompetent.
I make a slight whistling noise at that.
You're not gonna.
Gluttony, sloth, envy, 3 of the 7 deadly ones.
You're not the one that has the Bible theme. Be quiet.
My player is assisting the player of the other one with justifications.
Lots of sin.
But assuming he's just evolving into a blubbering wreck,
Yep.
Remember,
Abner at this point is frustrated. Do what?
Remember that you can just ask Ragnar for help if you need some muscle.
Nah, I'm done. If he's been tortured and he's truthed and he doesn't apparently know anything. He's just a bum, dumbass guard with a bum, dumbass boss who was born into privilege and doesn't care. And Abner's not getting any answers, so Abner is upset at this point. So since I have my knee on his back or on his neck and he's on the ground, I assume he's face down.
Yep.
I'm just gonna go ahead and just kind of snarl at him and take the short sword and jam it hard down into the back of his knee.
Ow.
And then I'm just gonna like kind of kick him and leave him and go deal with other things.
How much damage is that?
That's a lot of damage.
Basically, I'm kind of getting pitching a fit, leaving him a maimed man that can't really do anything for the rest of his life.
Well, no, I'm just hoping he gets some bleed damage so he won't eventually wake up.
I don't think it's going well.
Yeah, but okay. So if you're done with him and he's not going to be able to pursue, shall we move on from the tower?
Yes.
So you're gonna leave him alive?
Yes.
Not leave him alive, but crippled, essentially.
I'm gonna take some of one of the gods' discarded bits of clothing and kind of wrap up the knee wound, and I'm just gonna tell him, "We can't have you dying too soon, can we, Blackley?"
God, we are so evil.
That's the purpose of this campaign.
I know, I like it.
And also, we can wait till next week. Do you guys want to end it now?
I mean, from what I see, there's somewhere between 2 and 4 guards left in the prison. That shouldn't take us too long to deal with.
There are 2 gods that are in front of the ogre's cell.
Yeah, and there's
I
potentially 1 or 2 more that aren't already dead or incapacitated. So,
yeah.
I mean, getting through and just kind of kind of clearing out what is left.
Well, Tim's
Not,
not
not,
feeling getting tired, so if I think I know we didn't have much combat, but we do have three snacks prisoners and Blackerly as well.
Well, I wasn't even talking about necessarily taking out the guards in front of the ogre, but all right, everybody's off the gatehouse. There's nobody on the wall. Let's get into the keep and then deal with the keep from there, because there's not a lot of ground to cover and not a lot of damage necessary to
All right,
do.
let's speeding this up. Let's do a quick vote in the text chat. One, if you say you want to cut the session short right now, or if you want to go for another 30. Two, if you want to continue on for a little bit longer.
Well, I'm mainly worried about Tim more than anything else.
And Tim is the deciding vote.
Yeah.
One or two, Tim.
Well, it's complicated.
No PIM tool. It's quite simple.
Because right now we've got the two civilians, which I don't think is going to put up a fight, especially if either Crom and Ragnar or me and Ragnar walk through that door. And if I understand correctly, that door leads to the kitchen, and that's where the civilians are under normal circumstances, at least. If Ragnar and I clear that area, and you and Abner kind of keep the prisoners secured until we can find a place to put them, basically, that has a lock, because I have I do have the keys to the entire prison, so we can literally just lock them in a room. So
right back in the cell we were in.
The cell's on the second floor. I was thinking about maybe somewhere on the first floor at first, but like that's going to take a lot of searching. That's going to take role playing. That's going to take figuring things out. And
I was more looking at the let's see the courtyard. Let's clear everybody off the walls, the gatehouse, and then go into the keep. Because with the number of people, with the number of people left.
Okay. I'm a musician. I can barely follow even the conversation. So maybe it's time.
All right. That like I said, I think that's going to take roles. That's going to take moving our characters around. It's going to take time.
Yeah. All right, so let's start signing off. This has been Cabal's unofficial Way of the Wicked campaign. Thank you everyone for joining us. We are on Discord at what is the
Discord.oozaloo.net.
Thank you.
Discord.oozaloo.net. One more time. Discord.oozaloo.net. Join us at Cabal, and we'll not throw you off the wall.
NMLS 37918, SIPC, member of FINRA.
Yes,
I'm
catch us
thoroughly
live here at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Saturday. You have something else to say?
Oh, I was just gonna say I'm thoroughly enjoying Dr. Mumbo's comment. Not much combat, but certainly enough material to fill 3 volumes of fan fiction.
Right, and if by wonderful chance someone does find any of these videos on public and watches through all of them, despite the first 3 episodes being fucking crippled with audio issues, and gets to this point and joins in, you can definitely find Dr. Mambo's chat that we're talking about in the Verdant Agent RP text channel. Thank you for joining us. Everyone say goodbye. Grave.
Goodbye, Grave.
Corinne.
Goodbye. I'm off to find food.
You do that. Tim,
Mm.
while you're still with us,
Good night.
and Wes.
Until next time.
Shut up, Wesley. All right, bye.
Bye.